Welcome again to our series on Google Sheets, apps, scripts, and forms. Today we are going to take what we had learned before a step further. We had spent some videos talking about how to select a cell or a range from our sheets using the names of the sheets, active sheets, using get active, using named ranges, using A1 notation, rows and column numbers, and so on. And we said that it's very important to know how to select a cell so we can use it after that. So today directly we are going to start from our recorded markers, and we are going to add a function that we are going to use one of our functions like select one, and we already know how to get a range. But instead of activating the range this time, I'm going to read what is written in the range. So I will get the active sheet, as you can see here, from the spreadsheet. I will get the active sheet, and then I will get the range, and then instead of activated, I will read the value. To read the value, as we said, we define variables like we are defining here to hold some values, to hold some data, to hold some data set, to hold some data blocks, to whatever. So the sheet, spreadsheet, and so on, all these are data tables, and so on. So I need to get, for example, for now, one cell, and to read the value and to put it in one container, which is a variable. We will call it var. So var. This one I'll call it, because I'm reading h7, so I'll keep h7, so h7 value, I will call it so, and like this, simply I will get my sheet, okay, which is the active sheet, and then I will get range, and we will do it the same as we had done it before, so it will be the h7, I'm getting it using the A1 notation, and then dot. This time I will get the value, so then get value, enter, and then I need to open the parentheses, and that's all, because just I'm reading the value, semicolon. So what is inside h7? First I need to save it to make sure that I keep my changes, and then I come here. So h7, what you like to write here, you write 7 inside this cell. So this cell includes now 7. I'll turn back to my markers, but how to know that this value is included, or h7 now value is taking the value that's inside the cell h7, then I need to see this value. Either I write it somewhere else, which will be our next step, but today I will take a little bit further step, that one of the debugging tools, or to know that I'm writing a correct code or correct apps script code, or whatever you call it, the correct scripting, I need to display what I'm reading and writing and so on. So a very valid tool here is the console. So simply I will say console.log. I make logging to my console, and I will put there the value of the h7 that I am getting it, the h7 value that I'm reading it, semicolon. The log here will be when it is running, if you remember, it will coming to us the execution log. This log now will include the value of the h7 value. Then I save my function, and then I select it from here, and then I run it. So execution started, it had written already 7, and then execution complete. So now, like this, I managed to read a value from myself. I can modify this value and write it back. For example, I don't need to define a value or a variable to change the value, but I can do the new value. For example, I will say that I will define another value that's variable. For example, I'll make this one the h8 value, okay, and I'll make the h8 value is equal to the h7 value plus 5, for example, okay, semicolon. Like this, you can see that I'm writing some code, so I'm modifying the value. We'll do something more professional and more in-depth, but for now, just to know how things are running. So now, like this, I had written a new value, which is h8 value. That's a new value, and it's equal to the value in the h7 plus 5 plus 5. It can be plus 5%, for example, or whatever. Maybe you are calculating the taxes, including the service fees, something like that, and you need to add 5% to all the values, so you can do something like that, and we will know in the coming lectures how to act to all the values. And then I need to write this value to, for example, h8, okay? So I will select also my sheet, okay, and then I will get a range, similar as we are doing in reading. I need to do it in writing, but this time I'll get the range of h8, so I'm getting it with the A1 notation, and then I will dot set value. Okay, when I'm setting value, I open the parentheses. It needs a value inside it. This can be a string, it can be a number, whatever. So I will use simply the h8 value that I had written it here, h8 value, semicolon, and then I need to save and run once more. Okay, let's return back to our sheet. You can see now that it had already written the 12 inside it, so it had, I read the value in H7, I had edited, and then I write again in H8 another value. This can be in another sheet completely. I can put it in a different sheet or whatever, because now I can access any part of my spreadsheet using the names, the name, the ranges, whatever. I can use it, access it, and read, write, and modify the values and return it back and write it in different cells or different sheets and so on. Okay, so I hope you had a lot of insights. You can join our trainings on Udemy or Tutorial Points, and you can follow this series. We are working along. I like to spread the information. Join, subscribe, tell your friends, spread the information. If you need some specific or in-depth services of Google Sheets, you can go to Fiverr. You will find the links also, like the Udemy trainings and so on. You will find the links in the description box. Also, you will find a link to our services on Fiverr. You will find it also in the description box. You can call for service if you have a problem with some of the sheets. You are doing some professional calculations or app scripting, and you need some to help with some of the tricks and so on. We can give you a great hand in this. You can find all the links in the description box. See you in coming videos with more insights from Sheets, AppScript, and Forms.